Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's update on Hurricane Norma. So, Hurricane Norma is approaching Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and as of 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Friday, October the 20th, Hurricane Norma has maximum sustained winds of 120 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 955 millibars, and north-northwesterly movement at 8 miles per hour. We also have Invest 91E with a 60% chance of tropical cyclone formation over the next 48 hours and an 80% chance of tropical cyclone formation over the next 7 days. So looking at the latest National Hurricane Center forecast cone for Hurricane Norma, Hurricane Norma is expected to approach Cabo San Lucas by 12 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, Mountain Daylight Time, and move slowly across the far southern Baja Peninsula of California into 12 a.m. Sunday morning Mountain Daylight Time, move across the bay of the Baja Peninsula as a tropical storm by 12 p.m. Sunday through 12 a.m. Monday, and making a landfall in western mainland Mexico by 12 p.m. Monday Mountain Daylight Time. We have a hurricane warning in effect now for Cabo San Lucas and far portions of the southern Baja Peninsula, and a tropical storm warning in effect for La Paz and other areas of the southern Baja Peninsula of California, with tropical storm watches in the Islas Marias and west central mainland Mexico along the coast. Looking at the latest timing and wind speed probabilities for tropical storm force winds, tropical storm force winds are expected to begin in Cabo San Lucas around 8 p.m. this evening, Mountain Daylight Time, and then tropical storm force winds are expected to move further up the Baja Peninsula into 2 a.m. Saturday, as well as portions of far western mainland Mexico. Looking at the latest Zoom Earth satellite imagery and cone for Hurricane Norma really re-intensified this afternoon and regained that very classic hurricane look with the clouds fanning out in all directions, the spiral shape, a solid core of a convection around the center, and we're even starting to see the eye reemerge in Hurricane Norma. As we go into Saturday 1 a.m. Central American Time, looking at a 115 mile per hour Category 3 major hurricane moving to the northwest, and then Norma is going to approach Cabo San Lucas by Saturday 1 p.m. Central American Time as a 100 mile per hour Category 2 hurricane, and Norma is expected to literally move over Cabo San Lucas by Saturday afternoon as an 80 mile per hour Category 1 hurricane in the Sunday 1 a.m. Central American Time to the northeast of Cabo San Lucas, going to Sunday 1 p.m. Central American Time, 70 mile per hour tropical storm moving to the east, going to Monday 1 a.m. Central American Time, 60 mile per hour tropical storm moving to the east and making a landfall as a 40 mile per hour tropical storm by Monday 1 p.m. Central American Time. Looking at the infrared satellite loop for Hurricane Norma has been producing incredible satellite imagery over the last several days, and once again, as you see in the later frames, Hurricane Norma is beginning to redevelop an eye, suggesting that Norma is still, unfortunately, intensifying as she gets closer to the Baja Peninsula of California. And all these bright cloud tops, these bright colors, indicate very strong thunderstorms and convection, which is not what you want to see with a hurricane that is approaching landfall. Looking at the latest spaghetti model guidance for Hurricane Norma is expected to move across the southern Baja Peninsula, Cabo San Lucas, in about 24 to 36 hours, with all the models agreeing with Norma moving near or over Cabo San Lucas. And then we see Norma make landfall in western mainland Mexico in the next 96 hours. And then we are seeing several models taking Norma into West Texas in about 4 to 5 days. And we are going to see impacts across West Texas from Hurricane Norma as the remnants move across. Now, reading the key messages for Hurricane Norma is expected to bring hurricane conditions and a dangerous storm surge to portions of the far southern Baja California Peninsula within the hurricane warning area on Saturday, preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. Heavy rains from Norma will begin to impact the far southern portions of the Baja California Sur today and continue through Sunday, with heavy rains reaching Sinaloa on Saturday. This rainfall will produce flash and urban flooding, along with possible mudslides in areas of higher terrain. Norma is forecast to approach the west coast of Mexico as a tropical storm on Sunday and Sunday night, and a tropical storm watch is in effect for a portion of that area. Now, looking at the rainfall totals, these are the concerning parts of Hurricane Norma. The GFS model is putting widespread 7 to 12 inches across the southern Baja Peninsula of California, and in areas around Manzanillo and Culiacan, Mexico, anywhere between 6 and 15 inches. So Norma is going to pose a very serious flood threat to these areas. And then across portions of Texas and Oklahoma, the remnants could bring a good 2 to 5 inches as well. Looking at the European model is showing pretty much the same thing as the GFS, with widespread 6 to 15 inches across areas like Cabo San Lucas, La Paz, into Culiacan, and Manzanillo. So very dangerous flood threat across these areas of Mexico, and of course 2 to 5 inches across northwest Texas, southeast New Mexico, into Oklahoma. And then the Canadian model is also showing the same thing as the Euro and GFS. So the bottom line is, make sure you're preparing for major flooding if you live across Cabo San Lucas, La Paz, and into areas of west central mainland Mexico. Thanks for watching this evening's update on Hurricane Norma. Make sure you're making your last-minute hurricane preparations if you live in Cabo San Lucas and the southern Baja Peninsula. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening, my friends.